All right. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. It's been a little while. We are switching things over on the Ray County series on the herd, and we're going to be switching it over to like a Rowcrop ready system that is made by ThundR. ThundR is an amazing guy that can work magic. Yeah. So we're kind of switching everything over there. Hopefully everything works good. I still have the backup saved of the one that's not Rowcrop ready type style. But we got some fields and stuff to plant. So what's up, little farmer? How's it going? So we're going to jump up in the air here real quick. I think we can. So I've already kind of started establishing kind of to get back to similar to where we're at right now through the playthrough with where we're kind of sitting right now with the series. What's up, Wilson Farms? So like right now I have basically, you guys can see I have a lot of money in my account, but I've been trying to add things. I had to like start all of the realistic farms, livestock stuff over. So I got some cows in here. I'm going to have to go back and name them, try to name them to the ones, that I have for, that started the series. No, Wilson, I'm not in voice chat right now. I am just live streaming to you guys. So we got some pigs as well. There is quite a few of the pigs in here. I don't think we had that many, but like I said, I couldn't slide over the realistic livestock stuff into here. So the plan is for today that we're going to kind of continue on this. If you guys have seen on, I think it was episode 11, I think it was, that we kind of planted this. So I'm going to kind of get this set up to Rowcrop ready stuff. So we're going to kind of replant it. So we're kind of going back over some of that stuff, but yeah, so I just kind of wanted to go live, kind of show you guys what was up and kind of show you some of the cool stuff that ThundR has done with this Ray County map. So we'll fly over here and you guys can see how the Rowcrop ready stuff is working, where it shuts off. This is not Giants editor, or excuse me, Giants update. This is Rowcrop ready stuff. I just started playing Farm Sim, trying to get used to what its easiest way to start out. It's kind of, you have to learn. I guess I don't know for sure. You watch some videos. If you're unsure of how to do things, watch some tutorial videos and things like that. Watch every single video post. I thought I was getting a notification of a new video, but this is a live stream. Heck yeah. What's up? Welcome on in, Clint. But so yeah, if you guys look here, this is, I kind of went through and did this field already. This was planted in corn. I'll get a little bit closer, but this, is Rowcrop ready stuff. And the cool thing is I'll show you here in the vehicles. This system has, don't ask me how he does it, but you can go in here and I'll just pick a base game. This is a base game planter right here. And he has made it to where you could put automatic row shut off in here on these things. It is pretty amazing what he can do. It's still kind of in the works, so that's why I'm hoping I don't get all bugged out with some of this stuff as we move on. So yeah. We're setting everything up to Rowcrop is what we're doing. So yeah, this is base game Kinsey right here has the Rowcrop automatic shut off basically. So that is something that he puts in here, but we are not going to do that for this because we're trying to set it up to like where our series is at right now. So you can see as it plants, it leaves. It does not do giant stuff. It will overplant. Like you can see some of these areas it overplants. You can see some of that area there is overplanted because of the end row and then the way that all the ups and downs line up. So yeah, we kind of went through and I redid this, but we're going to go tackle this field similar to what we had it in the series. So I think what we have to do is we plant like this chunk here with corn. And then I switched over to soybeans and planted a little bit and then it rained. So I'm going to try to simulate some of this stuff. So that way we kind of line up a little bit with where we're at in the series. So nonetheless, let's get into our tractor and let's get moving. Let's get ripping into it. So yeah, like I said, you guys, we're kind of cheating some money in, but then once we get to that set point, I'm going to set the money back to where we are and move forward from there. So let's get in here and fire this bad boy up. This planter does not have the row shot offs to it. Like I said, I wanted to keep it kind of close to where we're sitting at right now. All right. For whatever reason, when I turn on the planter while using Rowcrop Ready, it gets super laggy. Yes, it can get very, very laggy. I run a fairly beefy PC right now, and I got the, hopefully you guys can see it up in the top there, kind of where the calendar and stuff is. Right now, I am running 50 frames right now, and this thing has no problem. Like, it can take a lot on your PC. So that's why I'm kind of a little scary. Well, it's a little scary, guys. All right, let's get this bad boy unfolded here. So we are going to kind of do some simulate. We're going to kind of use the GPS and the row markers a little bit because, like I said, some of the corners don't match up, all that kind of jazz. Let's fast forward the day just a bit. Let's get into more of a... I do have the time stopped because I want to have the ability to control... like what's going on with this, so I don't get too far ahead of myself and then not have to be able to save it. So that would be a problem. So we're going to kind of wait till this fog clears off. That way it gives you guys some better visuals. We did plant the alfalfa over there. Oh, one thing that we did change too is, let's jump out so you guys can take a look. So I planted this in alfalfa like we had on the in the series right now, but I decided that I didn't really, whoops, tree branch. I decided I wanted to leave this as a regular, cow pasture. I don't know. I think what we have is this going to be plenty enough where we're at setting right now with the cattle and all of that. So I just wanted to leave this. So hopefully we can get ourselves maybe a smaller field if we need to. Eventually later on down in the playthrough series. So, all right, let's drop down back into the tractor. All right, let's see here. So if you guys are unfamiliar with row crop stuff, row crop ready stuff, imagine real life. Imagine real life to an extent, as real life as you can get it. So we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. Now, of course, it is only just a video game. And things will kind of change. So we're going to change this to the angle of, well, I think it's 90. 90 on there. And we're going to show the lines. That way we, because why not, right? We're going to show the lines. We're going to let this kind of update here. It does take a little bit. But yes, row crop ready stuff can really, row crop ready on Ray County, you bet. ThundR makes it. There should be a link down in the description to his Patreon. You do have to become a Patreon to get the row crop ready stuff because it is in the works. He's working on some stuff, things like that. But I wanted to bring it to you guys to kind of show it off. Gets a little hype about it. All right, so that thing's updated. Perfect. Now everything is the same. Everything is the same. You can get it for like, I think it's don't quote me, but I think it's like $5 a month, and you can get the Ray County. He's already got everything, so all you have to literally do is download the extended version, it's called, and you're ready to row crop, plant, and farm, and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty sick. All right, so let's fire this this baby up, and let's get this thing in the ground. Open this up. All right, we are planting. We are planting some row crop stuff, so you guys can see there. It's not like making the whole ground like the black color like it does with the Giants update. So we'll hop out, as you guys can see. So it actually will show individual rows. So as I come across here, if you guys look in the bottom right of the corner, I know it's kind of small, but look in the bottom right of the corner, you'll see it. You'll see the field info change. So as soon as I go over the row, it says it's corn. And then as soon as I go in between the row, come on, it's not going to do it now. Not going to do it now. All right, so it's not doing it. But as you guys can see, it does change all the texture. It was doing it earlier. I don't know why it's not. Maybe I don't know. But it was doing it earlier. But anyways, yeah, we'll show you once we get to end rows. It's pretty cool. Sick. It's pretty sick, too. The Perfect Map Rowcrop's been waiting to move to a new map that has Rowcrop. Yes, and like I said, this is still a work in progress, Big Brick. You have to get it from his Patreon, and there could be some updates. There was a little bit of a headache here with that new update that he was having. I think what we need to do is we need to go to like this one here. Something like that, I think. We'll get it close enough. And then we'll catch ourselves the GPS line going that direction. Yes, this one right here. So let's get ourselves lines lined up. You have to had to rework everything with the new farm sim update. Yeah, that last update that they did was crazy. Like I have some really fast internet. And it took me probably close to an hour to download to update the frickin' thing. It was sickening, man. All right, we'll kind of zoom out here. I do have to pay attention a little bit more with this Rowcrop stuff, otherwise it's going to look goofy as heck. All right, we're just going to plant just like that into there. How many of you guys are enjoying the herd series now that we kind of got it back up and going? I know I took a little hiatus for a little bit, but I tell you, sometimes I just got to step away, you know? I just have to. You know what? Holy cows. Settings. We need to turn the time down. I was not paying attention to that. Woo! It just about went nighttime on us there, guys. That would not have been good. That would not have been good. So we shut the time off. All right. Well, let's get this thing backed up a little bit and try to get it so it's lined up. It's obviously this Rowcrop stuff is not going to be perfect, but it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it so far. All right, so drop it down, and I'll show you there. So we'll hop out so I can let you guys know. But you guys can see that it overplanted here on the rows going long ways here, and it overplanted. So these will grow up in like a square right here. So I'll show you that. It's very similar to the other field that we had there. Let's drop this down. Boy, I'm glad we caught the time of day, 1903. Woof! It's late in the day. Late in the day. It's gonna be a little darker, but I caught it. I caught it. How's everybody else's farms going? And then as you guys can see, so like with the Rowcrop things like this, when it's in the ground, it's going to take more. So look at that. I'm already down to 30 frames here, which is pretty crazy. But, you know, this map kind of has that, looking back into the farm, it kind of gives you that big thing. But as soon as you go up and down like this, it brings your FPS back up. So I would say you have to have a little fairly beefy PC to run this system as of right now. And hopefully that will kind of start to change a little bit once Giants and some other things kind of get squared away with this Rowcrop stuff. And it's going to take a little time. It is pretty crazy, though. I've been on Elma for a hot minute. Yeah, that map is good. I've been on Ray County. I don't know. I've played some other games, but not to the extent of this one. And it's kind of hard as a creator to kind of step away in a way and try to do some other things, because a lot of the times I am recording and then I edit my videos and so I'm trying to get a couple episodes ahead of everything, just because of life. Life, kids in school, work time, actual work, all that kind of stuff. It is hot in my room. And of course, these fields aren't perfectly square, so the end rows are. I'm kind of used to like more squared fields in real life. But then right back to it after editing. What's up, Clint? You're on Elma right now too. Nice. Yeah, Elma's a good map. Elma is a good map, and it's cool that it come to council. All right, we'll get this shut off there, and we'll kind of get ourselves over here. I kind of figured Elma's like the big map that everybody's going to flock to, especially like council players, because it's a good map. All right, we'll drop these down and go back at it. All right, so I think the plan, obviously, we're going to have to get this done, and then we need to make like a strip next to the corn all the way down and do a couple end rows in that patch. Because I want, like I said, I want to try to bring this up to where we were, where we are in the series. Boom, ba boom, ba boom. Yeah, if you do like a bunch of rectangular fields, it can get pretty like, I don't know. I like fields with a little more dynamic stuff to them. I like square fields in real life because it's a lot easier. But yeah, in game, you know, it's more enjoyable, I think. What's up, Countryfish? Things are going good. How about you? You're trying to build a co-op for a series, okay? That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Yeah, we'll just go to the end of this. Back it up again. Wilson's farm, what map are you currently on? Or what map are you currently trying to build your co-op on? What have you been up to, Countryfish? Thank you for showcasing. Got ahead. All right, hey, thanks for stopping by, Big Rick. Yeah, check out ThundR's Patreon page. He's got some more information on there. You have to join his Patreon. Like I said, I think it's $5 a month, but you do get the Ray County extended version. He's edited it to make it work. So, yeah. Oh, not too bad. Tillage on Elma, big surprise. Right. Everybody's like, I'm just doing my work on my farm. You know what I mean? We're just doing my work. A lot of tillage. Lots of tillage. Can't believe we might have to turn the lights on in this thing. I was not expecting for the time to run away from me like that. Now this is very difficult back in here to plant this. So I don't know. I think I'm half tempted just to continue to run all the rows like this because, like I said on I think it was episode 11, that we were going to use this for like silage, which that's still the thought and the plan for all that. I think we will just plant straight into this. There we go, like so. You gotta remember, we're doing corn. I had to double look and make sure I was doing corn. That would have been funny if I wasn't doing corn. Let's yeah, let's go this way. I think we'll almost do like 3 rounds on this one, just because this corner is so goofy, so weird. All right, we do need to watch the starter fertilizer. Like I said, we've been cheating some stuff in there because I just wanted to try to get this thing going. What map is this, and where can you get this from? Well, this map is... Oh, this is gonna be a sharp turn for that combine. This map is on Ray County, but this is the Rowcrop ready version from ThundR. You can get the map that's not Rowcrop ready. It's only PC though. You can get it. I have it a link description into my itch page. or you could just Google search No Creek Farms, Ray County, Missouri. I think we want to run another, just another. This is such a pain in the butt, this one. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I watched a video of farmers in Australia. I watched a video of farmers in Australia. The biggest field they have 3,500. Yeah, I seen a New Zealand. I think it was New Zealand or something like that. But they had like like a ginormous planter, and it was pulled by. I don't even remember what it was. It's been a while since I've seen it. But it was pulled by like a like 2 tractors. I don't even know what the tractors were, but it was freaking humongous. Wide open fields. I think we're just going to kind of run this row back down here like so, I think. Got to get my lines lined up here. Drop that baby down and... Ooh, you know what? All right, you guys, we got to cheat some chemical in here. And then we got to make sure we turn that back on. There we go. I hate point rows in real life. Rowcrop would drive me nuts. Yeah, you don't have very many. Yeah. Like this is driving me nuts. Having the rounded fields like this, and there's not like it's driving me crazy too. I will make it work though. We'll make it work. What is RCR? RCR is row crop ready, as it's known as in the farm sim community. So basically, this does not plant like your typical your base game planting. So every row is actually a row, and it follows the contour of how you plant. It's not like the base game where you could plant, doesn't matter, you could go crisscross, zigzag, you could overcross things, and the game only knows that, this field is corn, wheat, soybeans, whatever. So it's just, it is a very cool system that makes the game a lot more realistic. Guys, do we go up and down on this? Do we go up and down on this here, or do we just continue to kind of make ourselves... is that what we should do? Should we just make ourselves... Let's hop out. Let's jump up in the sky. Do we just make ourselves kind of a goofy corner here? It is such a pain. Wonder if we just don't continue this here around that corner. Let's maybe do that. Let's drop back in a tractor. Let's kind of turn around here. If you guys haven't yet, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up on the video. If you guys enjoy the content of any of my content, if you guys enjoy any of that, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You want to do up, down. Oh my goodness. You're crazy, county. How do I get this mod? This mod you have to get from ThundR. There's a link in the description for his Patreon. This is a PC-only mod. Unfortunately, if anybody's on console and is trying to do it, it will not work. All right, well, we're going ups and downs here. You guys are crazy. Here we go. He's like, yeah, I'm going to make this guy struggle. One down. One down. Now, if this was soybeans, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It wouldn't matter that much. But since this is not soybeans, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. All right, so if I left that little patch there, guys, that would not grow any crop. I mean, I could leave it because that's just gonna be a pain in the butt. We could leave it just so I can show you guys. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Ain't gonna hurt me. Ain't hurt my no feelings. All right. God dang it! It's getting warm in here. It's getting warm in here. Drop that baby down, and away we go. I think we're gonna do maybe one more of these. And then maybe I'll try to finagle myself in there with some goofy rows. Like I said, so when you get this mod, if you choose to support ThundR with his fantastic work, in the game or in game, you don't even have to have modded stuff. The base game planter, any of these planters, I do believe, have Rowcrop automatic row shutoffs on them, which is very, very cool. So as you go over a row, each individual row will shut off until you have completed that pass, which is crazy, very crazy. It does take a pretty big hit on your FPS though, to some of that extent. So hopefully some of that stuff will get kind of buffed out and will work more efficient. All right, we're gonna just back this baby up and kind of do a little like this is a little another end row type thing here. I think we got enough. Yeah, we got enough space here. It's gonna be kind of goofy. Does it work with cedars? No, because cedars typically don't plant in like a row. You know what I'm saying? Like they do, but they don't. If you know what I'm saying, like they. How do I explain it? They don't plant like a typical planter like this one. So the cedars, lift that up. Wrong buttons. The cedars on here. Oh, he did put them on here. Okay, he did put them on here. So typically in real life, like a cedar like this, though, you wouldn't necessarily have like automatic row shut off, at least where I'm from. Just because typically they're spaced close enough together that it doesn't really matter. Typically you use these for like your soybeans or your wheat or alfalfa or grass, things like that, where it doesn't really need to be in a row like corn, sorghum, things like that. But he did put it in here. That's kind of cool. And I don't know if that's just a base thing, that it just says anything that's a cedar or a planter in this deal that he's got on here, just it gives you the row crop shut off stuff. Correct. Cedars are not on 30-inch rows. And there is a way I think you can change some of this stuff, but you gotta go in the XML files, and that is above some of my knowledge on to do it correctly. I'd probably break something. I wonder where I put my water, my drinky drinks. Mm-hmm. Do you guys, how many of you guys play on PC in here? How many here? Type a 1 in chat if you guys play on PC. Just kind of curious of how many people in here roll with PC. How many people play on console? Somebody wants to give me a head count once that's kind of everybody's kind of done chip chatting, jabbing away. We got 3 people so far that play on PC. Nice. How many of you guys use mouse and keyboard? Or do you guys run on a controller? Do you guys run on steering wheel? What do you guys do? My second screen over here is flickering. It's kind of scary. Clint's on console. Nestor plays with a controller. Okay, cool. So I run with obviously a steering wheel. You guys can't see it, but run with the steering wheel, and I run with the farm stick joystick. which you can get on console, but on PC. But I have set it all up on my thumbstick to work really well, so I don't even have to take my hand off the joystick to lift up my implement and click onto the GPS. Because before I was trying to fumble around with buttons down below, but I got it set up to where it's all within my thumb's reach on top. Joist for loader work? Oh, I rock the joystick. Rock the joystick. Oh, it's so great. Need to get me a wheel. Oh, yes. Look on like Marketplace, like Facebook Marketplace, or like, I don't know about Craigslist, but I don't know if there's many people on Craigslist, but Facebook Marketplace, just look for like a Logitech, whatever. Thrustmaster, they do have some good stuff, but they're kind of spendy, but I think you could probably get a used, a used wheel with foot pedals relatively cheap, like on Marketplace, I bet. All right, here comes that goofy row. All right, is that the field? That means we're planted here. All right, All right, so this is where we got to set up the simulation, because like in the series, we're going to drive across the field. Yeah, okay. In the series, we planted a little bit of this, and then it started to rain on us, and then we slept. So I need to change my... There we go. Ah! All right, we got soybeans in here. We got enough fertilizer in there, so we got soybeans in here. So let's get ourselves lined up. Your cloud playing FS25 on Xbox. I buy a PC and actually buy FS25. Xbox until I buy a PC and actually buy FS25. Nice. How does it work on cloud gaming? Is it laggy, or is it not too bad? All right, we're gonna get this backed up. Kind of squared away a little bit better here. Get ourselves locked on here. All right, make sure we got soybeans and we got starter in here. We're going to drop this thing down and... Nope, didn't want to drop that down yet. We're going to drop this in the ground. It would probably help if I turned the planter on, guys. Probably help if I turned the planter on. It would probably actually want to plant something if I did that. There we go. All right, away we go. So now we're planting soybeans like we did in the series here. So corn's on our left. We're making our first pass with the soybeans all the way down to the edge. It's not too bad. It's laggy at times, but nothing bad enough to keep me from playing. So I don't quite understand like how the cloud thing works. So did somebody, like a buddy of yours, have FS25 and you're just playing off that? It's like, how? I don't understand that. What's up, Breed Gamer? How's it going? Welcome on in. So I guess my question is, how come you just didn't buy the game on Xbox? I know you're trying to save up for a PC and buy it on there, but don't you still pay the same like amount? All right, so I think what we did is we came down here and then we lifted up the planter, something like so. And then we did a couple of end rows here. Back this baby up all the way across the field like you typically would not do. Actually hasn't been too bad. Hasn't been too laggy here, so that's a plus. All right, everything's on, and let's drop this down and drop you down. There we go. Just like that. Sometimes I'll kind of override the GPS here just because I want to get it planted closer to the edge of the field. Now we are planting soybeans, so it's not going to really matter a whole lot as far as how the rows and stuff go. Am I a Christian? Yeah, are you? I mean, sure. Yeah, I am. Kind of a random question, I guess. All right, we're going to see if we can get this thing spun around. Here we go. Just like that. And we will lock this. What just happened here? Wait a second. Did I just push a button I shouldn't have pushed? Yes, I pushed. I pushed fold. I folded up my implement. All right, we'll get that locked on. I hit the wrong buttons, guys. All right, we gotta wait for this thing to kind of drop down. All right, so I think it's ready. I think it's ready. We're dropping it down. There we go. Oh my goodness. Pushing buttons. Be-doop, be-doop. Okay, so I think we did our double plant around. Let's get that up, and we're just gonna go straight-ish. Plant right into that row there. And I think we'll just kind of simulate like we're gonna plant through the grass in a way. If you guys do get caught with an ad, I do have some ads running on the live stream. So if you get caught with the ad, unfortunately, you guys are going to have to kind of slide the thing forward. Otherwise, you guys kind of get left behind a little bit. Maybe I should just turn the ads off. I don't know how to do it when I'm live. All right, we're going to just drop this in like so. Drop you down where it's plant straight across. What is this map called? It's called Ray County, Missouri Extended. It's not your regular Ray County map. Very cool. This one is like a Rowcrop ready system from ThundR. And we're kind of switching everything over from our play series that was not Rowcrop ready to Rowcrop ready. All right. So we'll just drop this down because rows really do not matter in soybeans a whole lot. But welcome on in, Gavin. Welcome on in. Basically, I'm saying I don't quite understand how it works either. You just play it. It just works for you. Yeah, just making sure. Sure, got to go because of homework. Oh, okay. All right. See you later, Concord. See ya. Bye. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping in. All right. Let's whip ourselves back around. This is another goofy little corner here. We could have planted this with like a cedar, but we got the planter. Why not? Why not use it? A lot of backing up. We're doing a lot of backing up today, guys. All right, so this, I'm pretty sure this is how we rocked it in the series. We're kind of just going with it, I guess. Whoop, missed a little spot there. And then I believe I make that single pass back like I was going to finish this up, and it started raining. So, oh, we're missing valuable ground here with our planter. We'll just plant right in through here like so. All right, now I believe what we need to do is hit this one here. A lot of work just to get this stuff set back up to get into our series. All right, drop this down. How do I get my stuff red like that? Like are you talking like the speedometer and all that stuff? It's a mod called, give me a second. It's a mod called something extend. Give me a second. I'll look it up here. All right, so simulation that this it rained on us, and it is starting to. It's called additional settings. It should be on like the mod hub if you're on PC, but it's like additional settings. It gives you the ability to change the interface to whatever color, metallic, whatever you want. Whatever you want, and you can start things, set things up in here. It's kind of a cool thing. Custom lights, a lot of just different tweaks and stuff to make your game look a little different. All right, I think we have to go up and sleep, so we're just gonna bring everything up here. And we'll get this lined up, and we'll run back and go take a little siesta in the house. Get the time fast forward here. All right, so that side to my left is our first row of beans, and then we're just going to get this set up because we need to go into the house and fast forward time, basically. Hey, thanks, girl. Hey. Thanks, babe. Oh, my goodness. Slay the tractor, she says. Slay the tractor. Goodness gracious. I think she just made it about 10 degrees hotter in here. All right, enough of that. We're going to shut this thing off because we need to go to the house. We need to go to the house. All right, so we'll just kind of go up in the little sky vision here. So we left that spot because it started to rain in the series, and we'll come back and plant that when the day comes. So we're going to fast forward that. Everything is planted there. We missed that spot, but that's okay. All right, sleep time. We gotta go sleep. All right, I think I have it set on 2 days. I hope, maybe we'll find out. I'm gonna eat a little bit here, guys. So my camera's gonna go off. I don't have that. I do not have that on my. There we go. We're just going to go take the camera out because I'm going to munch on some food. All right, so nothing's growing. I do have it on 2 days, so we got to go sleep one more time. Pigs are... Oh, my good Lord. Look at the piggies. And the manure pile's getting big. Goodness gracious. All right. Take another little siesta. And let's bump it to like 9 o'clock, can we? 9:30. How about that? All right. Did it not sleep for me? What's happening? May 2nd. Is it just not updated yet? Give it a second. It's on 2 days. All right, I'm going to give it a little bit because I think it may be just being a little slow. Nestor, you can do it with the Rowcrop ready system if you know how to do it, but that is above how for me to explain it to you. But you can get the extended map version from ThundR. You have to get all of his Rowcrop ready system stuff from ThundR at this point in time. So God, that looks like it's already, why is it not doing that? But if you're, unfortunately, if you're going to do the Rowcrop stuff, it takes a little work to get things set back up, for sure. What are we sitting at here? Why did that not, do I gotta jump into June? I must have to jump into June. It must not have, worked or whatever it was. What's up, Dirt Gaming? How's it going? Oh no, it's raining. Okay. We're June. We're gonna give this a little time because it needs. There it goes. So see how it's updating, which is good. So there's what we just planted, guys. So you can see every part that kind of overplanted each other. You can see the parts that you missed. And my second monitor screen just flickered black for a little bit. That was the first time that I've had an issue with it, but I mean, I play a lot of single player, obviously, but yeah, I'm not sure why it wasn't working. All right, so here, all right, there's the update. All right, so we just gotta let this load. Really drops the frames. All right, so here is our, sorry, I'm eating some food, guys. So this is a good spot right here. So you can kind of see how this row right here, it doesn't follow your straight up and down. It has a little turn to it, which is really cool. We'll go to some of these spots down here, which... So it follows the contour of everything. It's pretty neat. And they didn't get far enough into there, but... All right, anyways, let's drop back down into this and start working away again. I got to make sure that we're still set up to where we were at earlier, which looks like it's still working. Okay, well, let's get the planter fired up. Drop it down and away we go. Let's get our marker out. Just like that. Then we're ready to rock and roll again. What's up, Alan? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Those are some good tacos. Good tacos. All right, so we need to go in there and plant that up. Looking pretty good, though. Looking pretty good. What's up, Ethan? Welcome on in, man. If you guys haven't yet, guys, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video. Appreciate it. Greatly appreciate everybody coming and hanging out on your Sunday evening. All right, we'll raise that up. Now, I don't know, again, if I have crop destruction on. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. All right, we'll line this baby up. And we're just going to drop this in because, again, it is soybeans and it doesn't really matter a whole lot with the soybean head. Oh, yeah, tacos. I love tacos. I might have to run inside and go get some more tacos. My wife only brought me 2. Oh, no. I need to just... I thought I kicked Nightbot. What? Oh, what? Why did you? You're not banned. Get back in here, Ethan. I'm going to have to ban Nightbot, guys. I'm going to have to ban Nightbot. I am. I am Sasquatch. At least I think I am. I'm pretty sure I'm in his Rowcrop system. I believe. If not, goodness gracious, I put a lot of work in. I'm pretty sure I'm upgraded to that new one. Unless you're seeing something visually and it's something's not jiving with what you're seeing. Yes, I do. This one, so I'm Sasquatch, I'm setting this up to be similar to my play series that I got on my channel going. And in the series I was planting with this because we were leasing it. So that's why the row shutoffs aren't on there. So I'm kind of setting it back up the way my series is going. And then hopefully the next season when we plant, I will have like some row shutoff stuff on there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm all set up to what I need. It's just I just chose not to have this one to have row shutoff. But it seems to be working pretty good, Sasquatch. If you guys don't know, Sasquatch is he is like another guy. I think he does some modding and he does some stuff like that, but he's pretty active in ThundR's Discord and all that kind of stuff. He's got some other Rowcrop ready stuff. He goes through and I think he's part of the wizardry behind this whole thing. So if you guys have any, make sure you guys go give him a follow. You guys will learn some pretty cool stuff, watch some pretty cool stuff. I'm just going to hit these spots that we didn't get there. Might as well, right? In real life, you would not be driving over the corn like this. Hey, no problem, man. Hey, I'm here. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the people, all right? I really wish Giants would just, like, come down to the senses and be like, hey, modders, we want some help, right? Like, let's make this game crazy. Like, could you imagine if modders had some of the backings from, I mean, they have the backings, I shouldn't say it that way, but if they had some of the funds available to them, to like their dev teams and their some of their modding teams, just imagine where this game could be. Hey, we forgot to hit that little spot there. I'm ranting and raving about Giants and modders. We forgot to hit that little strip there. It would. I'm telling you, as much as they want to keep things to like console friendly in a way, I'm telling you, if they open this game up to modders a little bit better, this game could be something outrageously good. And you couldn't tell me that there isn't some sort of way with the technology that there is out there now that console couldn't have some of the stuff that is on PC. Okay, well, we got that part little planted in kind of a weird, goofy way. So we need to go end rows. We need to do these end rows. I'm going to drop this down, excuse me. And then we're going to rock and roll the this there. Whoops, wrong buttons. Hey, Squatch, since you're in here, it probably doesn't affect it, but like Rowcrop ready corn heads and stuff like that, like how's the effect with this system that you know of? Like when you go to pick corn, would it even be possible? Is it even necessary to do Rowcrop ready like corn heads, like in FS22? I didn't get whole involved a lot with FS22 Rowcrop stuff. Boy, my frames are kind of starting to tank. There we go. It's like it just needed to update a little bit. Also, we have a realistic livestock mod on here too as well, Squatch. I know ThundR was kind of questioning that, and I just threw it in to see where we're at, and it doesn't, to my knowledge, doesn't seem like it's having a big effect on it. As of yet. As of yet. So you guys got the base stuff going, and then ThundR like literally took it over after that and was like, I'm gonna put all my script stuff to it. Is that what it's? I don't understand the script side and all that kind of stuff, but so you two were probably like the founders of it. We're gonna call you the founders. And if I believe, Squatch, you're up in Minnesota, correct? You're up in the old tundra of Minnesota. God dang it, hit the wrong dang button. ThundR has made the harvest fert lime. It's not not working across the entire working area. It is. Why is that? I pushed your button. Fat fingered that. You're northeast Iowa, dude? I'm north central Iowa. Like right along Interstate 35 by the Diamond Joe Casino. What's up, Z-Man? How's she going? You've probably driven by that casino a couple times, I bet. Not too terribly far away. Yeah, very small world. Very small world. There was another guy, I can't remember who he was. It was been a while that he was in chat, but he wasn't too terribly far up on the Minnesota border from me. Eating dinner with the boys and watching me farm. What? Pot County. Yeah, to be honest with you, I've lived in Iowa my whole life, and I don't even know where Pot County is. All right, we're going to lift this up. Excuse me. Just so that way we have a place to bring the bean header, the combine in through here. Bum, 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 ba-dum. God, earlier I was playing this, and I had my steering wheel. Sometimes my steering wheel will be like, hey, I'm going to put like full tension on you so you can barely turn it. And now it's like just sloppy as all get out. My backing up skills are not superb tonight. All right, we'll lock and load that. We'll drop that down, and away we go again. There we go. You notice the lime and fert will go down in the entire field rather than just where the rows are planted. That's fine. That's fine. Like I've been following along with the Rowcrop ready system that you and ThundR and everybody else has been working on and stuff like that. I'm just not like I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely fine with that. I like the way that the rows work and things like that. It kind of makes you feel like you have to plant a little bit with more of a purpose than just driving around and, you know what I mean? Like you kind of have to think, especially when you're doing corn, you have to kind of think, all right, well, how's the combine? Just like in real life. Oh, I can't even say that right now. All right, so you're south of me. South. We're in the little hotel of Winnebago. Winnebago County. We're going to plant right into that, and then we're going to whip back around. We got to do another end row. Get turned. There we go. Locked her in, drop her down, because we're just planting some soybeans, you know? Like, nobody cares. Palomato auto, Palomoatmi. Something like that. Definitely. I better move this. Guys, I'm done eating. So let me get my my camera back up because you guys want to see my beautiful bald head. Omaha in Oakland, Iowa. That is like 2 hours away from me. $2 hours. The light, it burns. Yeah, you guys might want to put your sunglasses on if you guys got to see my head. My screen, my other screen where I got my OBS and chat up is flickering on me, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Not one bit. If you guys haven't yet, guys, I'll continue to say it, but hey, leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe to the channel. There's the link to my Discord down below as well. Also, a link to ThundR's Patreon page. If you guys are interested, it is PC only. To go over there, I believe it's like $5 a month if you want to get this Ray County extended version that does have the Rowcrop ready stuff. All right, thanks for swinging in, Squatch. Like it. Love it. Welcome on into my community, and glad you came to hang out. I didn't want to click on that one. Drop that baby down, and away we go. Heck yeah. Thumb the man. Thumb, that sounds so weird. Thumb the man. It is pretty crazy though. Like, so we're looking at the farm, the acreage here, and we dropped to like 35, 40 frames. It is a pretty big FPS hit on this here. We're gonna have to go up and get some seed off of our little bin up there. What's up, Farm Myth Coop? Welcome on back. It's fine if you had to leave. Fine that you had to leave. It's okay. Nobody's hating you. We're gonna go up and grab some more seed. So let's get this folded up. You joined the Patreon, but I don't see where I can download the mod. It should be in his Patreon. You should get a link to his Discord as well. You should get a link to his Discord. So you're gonna have to find. You're gonna have to set up to link your Discord to the Patreon thing. You're gonna have to give Discord permission for all that, and then it's probably a little bit easier to find it in his Discord, but you can find it in the Patreon as well. Do I use the case 2188? Not on this. No, not on this series. Not on this one. We do have the. What do we have? We have the case 2388 in here for just the combine, and then the only other one that we have in here is the 1486 case front loader. Other than that, we are running the John Deere for the most part. I just want some seed. I need a turn. Turn, baby, turn. There we be. Fill you up with some soybeans, man. There we go. All right, back to the field we go. We should check on the pigs and the cows. They're probably hungry. I haven't fed them in a few days. I've not fed them in a few days. The cows look like they're doing good, though. I mean, they're just sitting there mooing, playing, jumping around in the manure pile. Jumped right through the manure pile. It does look like the pigs... Wait a second. Holy cows. Did those pigs... Look how big those pigs got. They were little baby oinkers. They were little just baby oinkers just a month ago. Now we got a lot of big ones, which doesn't really line up with the series where we're at, because they were a bunch of little babies. But apparently we had some more pigs. These ones too. Oh, yeah, look at that. They're out of food. Dang it. There's some baby pigs in there. Okay. Well, we should probably make sure we feed these guys. Gotta make sure we feed those ones. All right, let's get this folded out. I would really like to get rid of this corn crib right there. It's a nice aesthetic, but I would like to get rid of it. All right, let's turn you on. We're good to go. Let's drop it and let's go. Oops, I gotta back up some more. That thing was not ready to rock and roll. There we go. It's on. Plant away, buddy. There we go. All right, now we should continue to be able to continue our ups and downs and hopefully get this field done. Shouldn't take us too long. The bear cage corn crib, yeah, stick little bears in there. I mean, it's a nice aesthetic, but it would be kind of nice if it was like, how cool would that be if it was functional? But granted, then you'd have to have a mod that would take whole ear corns and stuff like that. Like, there's so many different possibilities for this game. What's up, Craig? Well, come on in. How's it going? How is it going, guys? Bum, bum, ba-da. Anybody watch some football today? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How about yourself? What's yourself? All right, so we got quite a few people in here today on the stream right now. So for anybody that is new in here and is first time joining the live stream, welcome on in. Thank you for joining. Greatly appreciate it. And we might have just get caught with some ads, but if you're not, we're going to continue to talk. But as of right now, we are switching things over to this Rowcrop ready system on our series, The Herd. And basically, I'm right now, I'm at the point I'm trying to set everything up to where we're at in the series. So that's kind of where we're at doing this. So we're pretty dang close. I'm pretty dang close to being up and ready to start recording again on this series. This is honestly have taken me probably close to 2.5 days to get this back to where we are with trying to get things. First of all, it was very difficult to, not difficult, it was just time consuming because I had to import my vehicles into this map to get everything so that way, like the hours. And so this is all stuff that was imported from the series that's not Rowcrop ready things. So which isn't terribly hard, but it does take a little time to do some of that stuff. And then unfortunately, I had to like basically fake in the corn and the soybeans and some of the TMR, not TMR, the why am I drawing a blank right now? Why am I drawing such a blank right now? For the silage, that's the chaff. That's what I'm looking for. I had to import, basically fake all that stuff in there. So everything should be back to normal the way it is. Alan says, I'm having trouble understanding the install of all the textures. Any video or instructions you recommend? So are you trying to take are you going off of his Patreon thing? Is that what you're trying to do? And are you trying to do it on this map? That's the other question. So if you want the Ray County map itself, you just need to download and install the Ray County extended version. It's already set up for you. All you literally have to do is drag and drop that into your mods folder, and you can start playing on it. I'm talking about the all-in-one easy-to-install textured mod. I am not quite sure on how to do the all-easy-in-one texture mod. I don't do a lot of the texture stuff. I'm not quite sure how to do that, so unfortunately I can't advise on how to do that. What's up, Sheila? Shelly, sorry. I'm doing great. How about you? Welcome on in. Glad you guys have found the channel. How many of you people, here's a question for you. How many people have found this channel through YouTube Shorts? Good. I'm glad you're doing good. It's a Sunday. Did everybody remember to roll back your clocks today? You found me through YouTube Shorts? Well, welcome on in. Welcome to the long form format of my channel. Greatly appreciate it. We do some live streams. I do a lot of more record and post it. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say how you got here, Z-Man. That reminds me, I need to do that. What do you need to do? What do you gotta go? Do you gotta go to the bathroom, Craig? You gotta go bathroom? Heck yeah. Great win by those Vikings. Go Vikes. Yeah. They looked pretty good today. They looked pretty good. I think they looked like what everybody was hoping they would kind of look for. Switch the clock. Oh. So you're an hour ahead of what it actually is today. You're ahead of time. You're like in the future. That's crazy. What's it feel like to be in the future, Craig? Oh, defense looked really good. They looked great. They looked stinking great. Now, I just don't understand how come, where was that a couple games ago? You know what I mean? Like they had it. The first 2 games, they looked pretty good. And then it was just like they blew a flat tire and just couldn't do anything. Also, I think I missed it. I'm not quite sure if anybody that's in here from the live stream actually subscribed or if it was from somewhere else. I don't have all of my cool jazzy stuff set up. But thank you to whoever subscribed. If you are in here, thank you very much. The Vikings are not but. We're wishing on a dream. We're wishing for that, that ring. All right, somebody ban that Wilson Farms guy. He's saying the Vikings are but. What the heck, man? I'm just kidding. I don't own the farm, but I help my uncle farm. I grew up on a farm. My grandpa farmed. My dad farmed for a while as I was growing up. So I am very familiar with farming. But I do in the fall. I'm hoping I didn't get to do it this year, guys, because unfortunately I had like a herniated disc in my back, so I was unable to like go sit out in the freaking field and the tractors and the combines and do some of that stuff. So I was reluctant to sit here and play fake farming like this. But I'm hoping next spring, guys, I'm going to bring some more like just some things of out in real life farm stuff. The Steelers whomped ya. Well, that is true. That is true. But that's why you play the game, because you never know who's going to win. Langs Farms, do you farm? That's a good question. Do you farm? How many of you in here are real farmers? Really, like, Bo, thanks for that. Thanks for that sub. It might have been you. Like I said, I don't have all my fancy stuff set up because typically everything's set up for recording. And then when I go live, it's like it is what it is, because at one point I was getting so many, I had it set up, but I was getting so many subscribers from like all my other videos that it was still like showing people that subscribed and things like that. And so I kind of got rid of it a little bit. Are you Rowcrop? Are you cattle? Are you both? Or what are you? Farming with Cooper? You're a real life farmer? Nice. How many people in real life farming in here? How many of you? That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, you just did it. Wasn't you before? Well, hey, thanks for subscribing, Bo. I greatly appreciate it. You do crops. Okay, cool. Cool. What kind of crops do you do? What kind of crops do you harvest from plant, farm, all that stuff? Rowcrop and soybeans on my in real life farm. Nice. We do strictly corn and soybeans. My uncle's farm. No livestock. I think livestock, I'm not going to say it's a thing of the past, but it is definitely one of those things where in real life, people that do cattle or even pigs or sheep, wherever it is, I tell you, those people, those farmers right there have no time off. 0 time off. It is crazy. We got a couple of those people like around in my area, and like I know who they are, but then you hardly see them for a very long time, and then you see them and you're like, who the heck is that person? You know what I mean? Pretty much soybeans and corn. Nice. You rodeo, so I kind of farm. Hey, it's farming. You have animals, that's completely fine. Yeah. You still got to take care of them. corn and soybeans. Okay, nice, very cool, very cool. That's the cool thing about this game is there's a lot of people that do in real life farming that come and play farm sim stuff. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. This is called Ray County, Missouri. It is a PC map only, but this is a Rowcrop ready map of it from ThundR, and you can only get it through his Patreon. It does cost you $5 a month. You can get it. It is still a work in progress, so it's one of those things. You can choose to just get it to get the Rowcrop ready stuff, but it is an evolving system that they're working on. Every once in a while you do wheat, like winter wheat or like summer wheat. Is it summer wheat? Yeah, like early summer, or does that be winter wheat? We don't do wheat, so that's why I'm asking. You have cows and stuff, and then my favorite game is Farm Sim. Nice, you guys' favorite. I would say I don't know what my favorite game is. Like, I enjoy playing Farm Sim, but I like to play other games as well. Have I ever done potatoes? I have honestly have never done potatoes in the game. Like, part of it is because it's easier for me to talk about things that I know a lot more about than it is for me to know about potato farming. But it would be kind of interesting, you know. You kind of go do one of those things, and you're like, we're just gonna go potato harvest today. How many of you are excited for the Highlands edition, where I think they're introducing like onions, I believe, and you can do some fishing. That is it's kind of a sore subject for me. I don't know. I kind of like it and I hate it at the same time. Winter wheat is when you plant in September and October, then you harvest wheat in either June or July. So is that where typically people will plant like soybeans? Will plant soybeans in the wheat, and then that way they can harvest the wheat, and then they can harvest the soybeans later? You're super excited with the boats? I don't know. Like, I'm so like on the edge of that one. I just, so here's the thing. I know Giants is, you know, they're obviously not an American game developer type, so to speak of, but here's the thing. I don't know that the fishing side of things is going to be like their like bread and butter. You know what I mean? Like put things in the game that people actually want. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that people, let me rephrase that. Put in the game that I think would attract more people to want to stick around and play, right? Like, for instance, the new update included more dogs. Okay, how many people have dogs on their farm in the game and they don't do anything? Yeah, they're an aesthetic thing, but like, what is the purpose behind that? Give things to the people, like the people that play the game. What are the things that you guys want in the game, right? You want cooler tractors, which I know can be hard. You want cooler planters, which can be hard, obviously, because of legal issues and all that kind of stuff. But you've been around for how many years? I just joined, so you might have to answer this multiple times, but how do you add Rowcrop ready to a map? I just always wait for the Rowcrop map version. Okay, so this is that's completely fine. You can ask questions away. I'm on Xbox and I'm excited. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Brayley, if I said that wrong, I'm sorry, 765. So, Rowcrop ready. You can add this. So, what I would recommend, especially if you've never done it before, I have never installed this system on any other map, but you can. But you have to know your way around Giants Editor, XML files, things like that. Okay. But if you want this version, if you're on PC and PC only, you can get this map. It's called Ray County Extended. Okay, it's from ThundR. There's a link down in the description to his Patreon page. You do have to pay $5 to get into his Patreon. And then you'll get linked to his Discord, get that all set up. And the map is already pre-set up with it, okay? But as far as adding it to a map, that is way over the top of my head. Like, he shows videos on how to do it, but you have to know your way around the Giants editor, XML files, things like that. So it's not just like an easy, like, we're just going to plug and play it into a map. You can do it, but it is more difficult than a person thinks. 300 acres of potatoes? Like, I'm envisioning like one row at a time back in that days. You know what I mean? The one thing with like Rowcrop ready stuff is I don't know that Giants, the game as a whole, is 100% ready right now for some of the Rowcrop ready stuff. And you have to get a map. So like, I would highly recommend that you just find a map that has the Rowcrop ready stuff already installed in it. That is going to be by far your better option to do that. And unfortunately, it's kind of a waiting game. It's a big waiting game. Like right now, so if you guys look in the top right, I'm looking at the farm, okay? I'm literally getting like 35 frames, 40 frames, which to some people isn't bad. It's not bad for me. I can deal with it. Okay, I have this set up so I'm only at 60 frames. So my GPU doesn't fluctuate, but I got a pretty beefy PC, and this Rowcrop ready system that we have going on here is tanking my frames. Usually I sit right at 60 and those numbers hardly ever move. What is my favorite map right now? It's Ray County. I've like, if you look at my channel, it's pretty much all Ray County right now. My problem is I don't have a whole lot of time in my busy life with my kids and my wife and work and all that kind of stuff. And by the time I sit down, record and edit and make thumbnails and stuff like that, I don't have a whole lot of time to like play other maps to get something going. So I would say this one for sure is my favorite. But then the second would be Alma, Missouri. And to be honest with you, there's not really a whole lot of other maps that really kind of trip my trigger right now. I do have another one I want to try to get going on a series through, what the heck is it? It's a 4X map, but I can't think of it right now. What do I do for work? I am a water and a wastewater operator for my town. So I make sure the clean water is clean, and I make sure the poopy water is clean. What is Rowcrop ready for? So look at the lines, okay? Look at, we'll jump out. Completely fine. Rowcrop ready, just imagine in real life the way you would plant crops, okay? Right? So in base game, so see where all these lines are? They crisscross here. Like you can see a little bit better there, out in the middle of the screen. The way that they crisscross. So wherever that planter planted, it's going to plant the crop. Okay. So we'll come zooming over here. So you can see just like that. Okay. It's planting straight into the crop. Or not the crop, but it's planting straight into these. The corn's a little bit easier to see it in. So see how these little squares are. Okay. So you have your rows that are coming from the farm down this way, and they're all in a line. I'll kind of move slow there. But then we drop down the planter, okay, and they crisscross in there. Make sense? It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than just the regular. So you can see there better, kind of the square. I have played Ashton Corners. I have, yep. I think it's pretty sure it's Ashton Corners. That's the Wisconsin map. Playing on Elba. I'm harvesting some soybeans right now. Nice. Okay, so I won't try to convert it myself. I've tried the Monteith Rowcrop Ready map last week, and the performance was horrible. Even with my AMD 9070 XT, it was unplayable. CPU must be bottlenecked massively. Yeah, so like right now, I have a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D and a 7800X AMD GPU. That's got like 16 gigabytes of RAM in it itself. The last update, there was a lot of things that got broken. Which is unfortunate. But when you do updates and stuff like that, that's what happens. The map is broken after the update. It was... Yeah, so like the Rowcrop ready thing on Monteith, I just don't think anybody's gone back and like fixed any of the stuff. They just haven't gone back and updated any of the stuff that needs to be updated. How often do I live stream? I kind of sporadic sometimes. That way, so what I'll tell people is turn your notification bells on to all rather than just turn it on. So like if you're on your phone, you hit the notification bell and it should pop up a menu and click it to all, because then you'll get posts that I post on my YouTube. You'll get the videos, long form videos that I make, and then you'll get live streams. Okay. So that's an easier way. Also, you can join the Discord, links down below. And that will, that way you see anything that I post come through. So the live stream, I don't do them very often, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be sitting here doing this, so I might as well do this and talk to you guys. So, and it's been a good night. It's been a really good night. Also, I'm not pushing this on anybody, but we do have memberships that include it. I have them set up relatively cheap, okay? I have them set up. I think the lowest one is $1.99. $1.99 per month. You get emotes in chat, and you get badges. So the badges will go based upon how long you've been a YouTube member to the channel. I'm not saying you have to do it. You don't have to do it. I'm just throwing that out there in case somebody wants to do it. It's another way to just support me to continue to do this, okay? But that, if you ever want to, you can hit the join button and you can see the different perks that you get. At a certain tier, you get shout out in the description. If I get enough of you people, because I can't fill that thing up enough, then I'll have to do something different. But as of right now, that's what we got. That's what we're doing. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. I don't really throw it out there a whole lot because I'm like, I don't really want to, like, it seems like I'm begging for you guys to do it. And I don't want it to seem like I'm begging. Can we try to start a series together? Well, Wilson, honestly, I'd really love to, but like, it is literally like, I spend so much of my time. I go to work, I spend some time with my family, I come out here, I record and I edit. Sometimes the recording and editing and things like that can take up to 8 hours for me. So I'm trying to do that after all my other stuff and kids' events. I mean, I'd really love to, honestly, but it gets to be so hard. I've done this before with other creators. Midwest Ag is one of them. I have played with Coal Farms. I played with some other ones. It's just so hard to align everybody's schedules together. It can be tough. This is called Ray County, Missouri. Me! Z-Man says, me! Plus, I got to fit in other games that I have to enjoy playing. So, to do the series thing on another one, it's tough for me. It is. It just truly is. It's recording and editing takes some time. But typically, I will record a video like this. I've recorded anywhere between an hour and a half to 3 hours just to get a recording. Just really depends on what you're doing for the map. Well, hey guys, we got this thing all set up, ready to rock and roll for the next part of the series. I do have a little bit of hay that I could cut, but I don't think I'm going to do that now. We've already been at this for an hour and a half. You know what? Let's get this TMR mixer fired up. I can show you guys how to do that. If you guys are on this map, I'll show you a little couple tricks that I do with the TMR mixer for the pigs. We just about ran over that. You have what do you have? Wilson, what do you have? I'm confused. I'm confused. Thanks to whoever subscribed. I didn't catch it because I don't have it set up. Sorry. Don't yell at me. All right, we're gonna shut that baby off because we're done with it. Let's jump up in the sky, just so we can see how the planting went. So not too terribly bad over here. I know we've looked at this stuff before, but this shows a little bit better picture of how the Rowcrop stuff works. It actually, you can see how it's not like square and blocky. You know what I mean? So if you look at at the non-Rowcrop version, everything is like so square and blocky, right? This actually has curves. She's got curves, baby. You know, you leave some spots, things like that. You can overplant. This stuff doesn't do it. I did plant this with a cedar, but this is pretty common. This didn't do. What happened here? Looked like we had a little hail or something there. That's not good. A little hail on the alfalfa. Corn is ready. That's all ready. So this is soybeans, and that's the rest of that soybeans. And this is like a little drowned out. All right, let's show you. I need the 1486. So let's drop back down. Whee! All right. Let's check the pigs. I'm thinking I might have to sell some of these big pigs. Because a lot of them grew overnight. And we don't have that many of them in there. Oh well. Or we could just leave them. You're on Elba cutting hay with the coon mower. All right, we got the weight still on there, so we need to take that off. And away we go. Let's go hook up to that mixer. And this mixer is, for most of you, this is map specific for what this is set up for the pigs. Let's get the top lids opened up. Oh, I like that. That's so cool. All right, they got 422 liters of feed in there. It is pretty crazy. I had these exact same bins growing up on the farm. All right, I think there's some left in here. There is, but all that should probably go into this one. Go into there, and then we'll that tractor's kind of loud and noisy. Is the audio for you guys, is it like is that loud? This tractor could be kind of loud. Oh, we might have enough in here. It is loud or it's good? it's too loud or it's perfect for your ear holes. Yes. I'm confused. What do you mean? Yes. It's perfect. I know YouTube's got a little delay. It's loud. Okay, give me a second. Is that better? Now it shuts off. It's loud. Everybody's covering their ears. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. Hopefully nobody has a hearing test tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know how to turn down like the noise, the audio. I should figure out how to turn down the audio of the tractor on this one. Because this thing is loud. A lot quieter on the inside. I think. Maybe it's so loud. I don't know. And we'll just top the rest of that off. Eat, piggies, eat. You will enjoy the food. If you guys haven't yet, don't forget to leave that thumbs up on the stream. Greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome and amazing. Every single one of you. Settings of vehicle volume. Yeah, I'm saying like per vehicle. Because the John Deere wasn't loud. Although we were a little ways away from it, but the John Deere wasn't super loud. We can try it. We can try it. Game settings, audio, general settings. Where in my vehicle volume is only set. Maybe that changed on me. I don't know, Margot. All right, good call on that. Good call on that. All right, here's some tips and tricks. So pay attention, folks. Pay attention. What I like to do, okay, is we got to check to see if we have anything in here. So what I'd like to do is fill these two bins up right here. This one's got 2,100 liters of dry corn in it, and this one has 1,500 liters of dry corn in it. So in the series, and I'm not going to do it because then it's going to mess up everything I have in these bins over here. Zoom. These bins here. So I got my soybeans set to where we had it in the game, roughly, and dry corn set to what we had in the game there. So I'm not going to mess with that stuff, but in the series, I would come over here and fill individually off of these ones. So I would fill the mixer up with soybeans, okay? I would fill this whole thing up, but I'm going to cheat it in because I don't want to mess up my amount of stuff we have in those bins. So we're gonna F menu. I want corn, dry corn, and we're just gonna fill this up. So that's full with dry corn, and then what I'll do is I'll take this here. Just be careful you don't put it in and feed it to the piggies. But you'll get a little menu. I know it's not realistic, but obviously it's a game. But we're going to fill this up with corn. Some dry corn. So the only reason I do this is because it's a lot easier because it comes out slower to fill this up when you are mixing. And somewhere's right in there. We can probably stop that. All right, now I need to empty this thing. So empty. And then I want soybeans, and we're going to fill that. There we go. All right, then I come over here. Obviously, we would take this all out of those bins. And we'll start filling that one up. About 1,600. We'll put about 2,500 or so in there. Get ready to run. We're just waiting. Good enough. Oops, need to stop you. Okay, now we need to empty this thing. Empty. There we go. All right, so now this is empty here. All right, so like I said, it's a lot easier to fill this up with these smaller bins because it comes out slower. I'll pop up my F1 menu so you guys can see in the bottom left, but typically what I'll do is I will fill I'll fill this up with about 45 and then 10 or so with the mineral feed. So let's fill this up with some soybeans. It's just so much easier to control. You do have to watch that bottom right and shut it. I hope you stopped filling. Okay, 58. I fat fingered the wrong button. Hopefully we can still get this to work. If not, we're... Oh, I can't reach it. I can't quite reach it. All right, now we'll put some corn in there. We just gotta make sure that we see... Oh my goodness. Dang it. All right, well, we're gonna have to empty that again. Son of a biscuit. We screwed that up, guys. We royally screwed that up. All right, we're gonna fill corn first to about 45%. We messed that up bad. And that's all the dang... Oh, God dang it. Oh, my goodness. Well, hopefully we got enough soybeans in here. soybeans. We don't even have enough in here. God dang it. All right. All right. Back to square one. We are going to refill all of this because we did not have enough in here. So take two. You didn't see any of this, Z-Man. You saw nothing. We're just driving around. Captain of the ship. You bet I am. Oh, dang it. Give me my fill node. There we go. All right, we're filling this up with soybeans. Sheesh, that was tough there, guys. That was tough. Yeah, definitely you caught it in 1440p, that's for sure. This thing does take a little while, though, to empty. It will be a short. I think I've already created it in a short. Not the mess up, but the other version. Why does it seem so much later than what it actually is right now for me? It's only 6 p.m. for me, but I feel like it is like 8 or 9 o'clock. It's got to be the time change. It's got to be the time change today, guys. That is messing with my brain. Messing with it. Boom. Yeah, the clocks did go back. Clocks went back. I think you can dang near shove like 2 of these things into that, which we're not going to do that. It's almost, yeah, same here. I'm thinking that I literally looked down and it's 5:58 and I'm like, man, why is it that can't be. It's got to be later than 6 o'clock. Well, the thing's got to be about empty. Empty, quicker, faster. Would you empty a little faster, please? Oh, good Lord. Could always play some Ark. Yeah, I could be down. I could be down. All right, we're not going to fill that one up again. We're not going to fill this up again. We're going to fill this one up again. Because that's what we do. We are cheating it in. And drop it in. Whew. It is hot in here. It is getting hot in here with the sweatshirt on. Ah! That was a big stretch. Big boy stretch. Oh, baby. Oh, this is forever. I am excited for this Rowcrop stuff, though, guys. I truly am. I truly am. I think the plan is I kind of want to purchase like another field here shortly. Maybe not that one. I dislike that one. This one right here. I wouldn't mind purchasing this field in another episode. And don't mind the visuals there. That's just the way it loads in because of the Rowcrop ready stuff. Okay. You about full yet, son? Getting there. Oh, and we didn't get corn stalks, so we're just gonna have to wait with the corn stalks. I did actually bale this stuff. I cut a little bit of alfalfa on the field over there. Cut some of it, baled some of it, so we do have some of that at least to kind of match up with the series that we're going. I do need to name some of these cows over here, though. Like I said, I got to name them to what they were prior. Got some bulls. So this, no, that's not a bull. That's a heifer. Where's the bull? Right there. He's got the nose ring in him. Look at him. That's another very realistic thing that we got going on this map as well. I did have, what's it called, realistic weather, but I'm not quite sure if that was causing some issues when I was setting everything up. So I'm not quite sure. We might try to implement that later on, maybe. No promises. But that will like leave puddles and whatnot in the frickin' fields if you get enough rain. Also, I was playing with that a little bit, and we had snow on here when I was setting everything up. We had snow on here, and like this tractor struggled because we had so much snow in the farm. All right, enough yapping. Let's get this thing. Take two on this. We got this. Take two. So you need to come over to these little bins that we just filled up, right? Soybeans, corn, dry corn. This will take it all. Map specific for these pigs. The pigs will only take TMR. What's my favorite tractor? I honestly, to tell you guys, I don't have like a die-hard favorite tractor, right? Obviously, my dad, if you guys look back on a couple posts, my dad passed away in 2019, and I got some of his tractor stuff. It's in the case right behind me here. And I got some of his tractor stuff. Let me see if I can get you that there. So it's in this case right back here, guys. And I got some of his old tractors that he was collecting before he passed. He had a couple of them in here. So I got them set up, but he was a big John Deere guy. He loved his John Deere. But I got them, but I don't really have a favorite tractor. Like I've never been one to be like, oh, that is like my favorite tractor of all times. Like I just never had one. Never had one. So to answer your question, I like them all. I like them all. Why can't I load you? There we go. Some soybeans. All right. I got to focus, guys. Last time I was trying to read chat and I fat fingered a button and screwed it all up. So I need to focus on my numbers, okay? We're at 20%, 30, 35, 40, 45. Got it. 45%. Just like that, okay? Get it to 45%. You can go to 50. 45 is just kind of my like little sweet spot, you know? It's like what I feel comfortable with. Oh, I don't want to dump no soybeans. I want to load up some dry corn, okay? All right, so now you start this one up, and you get this one to like 45%, okay? On the bottom right. So you're going to be like 90. No, 88. Not quite. We needed a little bit more in there. This is where it gets tricky because you got to be quick with the fingers. On your marks, get set, go. Got it. Oh, 92. We're still good. We're still good. You be real quick sometimes. Real quick. All right, now we need to go over and get some mineral feed. And I think I have that in the back of the truck. I don't think I have any more left over inside here. So we're just going to pull up to the truck. Because we have it in the back of the truck over here. Try not to put a fork in the side. All right, opens up. And in the bottom left, it's going to show you that we have some bags. And hopefully that turns into total mixed rations there in the bottom right. We're going to fill that thing up with more mineral feed. And kind of by the looks of it, you don't need a whole lot of bags. We just about went over. We don't need quite that much. So now this is total mixed rations that you feed the pigs. It does not go to the cows, okay? And look at that backing up skills, guys. Holy schmoly! You like International Farm All, Oliver White, Massey Harris, Massey Ferguson, Minneapolis Moline, and Fords. I like tractors that will work. But I do like looking at old tractors. They're very interesting, though, to be honest with you. Like, you look at the way things have evolved from the horse and plow days, even. All right, now that we got all that stuff all ripped and rare and ready to go, let's give you piggies some food. Getting a little nose itch there, guys. A little nose itch. Holy smokes. This has been a heck of a stream, guys. I greatly appreciate it. We had over 40 people in here at one point, which is, I don't know if that's a record, but it's up there. It's up there for, the amount of people we've had. Greatly appreciate everybody that's been hanging out. Greatly appreciate anybody that's subscribed, everybody that's, liked the video. Awesome. It's amazing. Thank you guys for such a spontaneous thing. you're going to be right back. Well, Craig, I'm going to take off. So greatly appreciate everybody hanging out. Truly do. I'm glad. I hope you guys had fun. Hopefully you guys can catch some more videos, some of my YouTube shorts. Turn on your notification bells so that way you guys get all the notifications. Join the Discord down below. I try to chit-chat in there as much as possible. Sometimes just life gets at me, and, you know, I'm trying to build that up as a community as well. Craig, you have a good night as well. We'll catch you guys. We'll catch you, Craig, maybe on the next live stream or even in the next videos. Guys, also, to help out those videos that I post, the series and stuff like that, leave a comment in there, right? Leave a comment in those videos. Thumbs the videos up. Watch as much as you possibly can, because that helps the channel grow. And I want more people. I want to bring some more of the community together. We'll do some more live streams, some other fun stuff that I kind of, you know, think I can do. I'm not quite sure, but I do truly greatly appreciate everybody. Thank you guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one, guys. You guys keep it real. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Peace.